Games you want from both the American and National Leagues. MLB Extra Innings, part of the Super Sports Pack. For only $35.95 a month, Rogers customers get all this for one all-inclusive price. Order using your remote starting on channel 431 or visit Rogers.com today.
This is Rogers TV.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Attack Wrap. Zach Scribner and co-host Adrien Mousseu, joined by Logan, LeSage, and William Portokalis of the Owen Sound Attack. Guys, the regular season, it's come and gone. How excited are you guys for playoffs?
Pretty fired up.
Yeah,
pretty good one.
Fired up for sure.
We'll break down your matchup against the Flint Firebirds later on, but we'll start out with some stuff around the league. Overage defenseman Robert Kalisi of the Sioux Greyhounds is the OHL Player of the Week with 7 assists over 3 games. Kalisi put together 3 straight multi-point performances as the Greyhounds took 2 of 3 to close out the season in 4th place in the Western Conference. Kalisi finished his overage season with a league-leading 21 goals from the blue line, finishing tied for 6th among OHL defenders with 57 points. Max Sonoso of the Ottawa 67s is the OHL Goalie of the Week, playing to a 1-0-0-1 record with a 0.48 GAA, a 984 save percentage, and 1 shutout. He stopped 62 of 63 shots he faced as the 67s completed their regular season in 7th place in the Eastern Conference. Sam Sedley has been named the Huron Tractor Attack Player of the Week. Sedley picked up 5 assists in the Attack's final 2 games of the season, including the primary assist on Colby Barlow's overtime winner Saturday night, which got Barlow to the 30-goal milestone. Turning over to the OHL standings, let's take a look at the standings, how they shaped out for the 2021-22 season. Starting in the Western Conference, the Windsor Spitfires finished as the best team in the West with 95 points. The London Knights won the Midwest Division with 85 points. In third were the Flint Firebirds, who finished 4 points ahead of the Sioux Greyhounds. Guelph finished as the 5 seed. They were 4 points ahead of Owen Sound. Kitchener finished 7th with 67 points, and the Sarnia Sting claimed the last playoff spot with 59 points, 1 ahead of the Erie Otters. Erie and Saginaw will go into the OHL draft lottery from the Western Conference. Playoff bracket has Windsor against the Sarnia Sting. The London Knights take on the Kitchener Rangers. Flint and Owen Sound will meet in the first round, and the Sioux Greyhounds will have home ice advantage over the Guelph Storm in the 4-5 matchup. To the Eastern Conference, the Hamilton Bulldogs finished as the regular season champs with 107 points. North Bay won the Central Division, leaving them second. Kingston finished third, 5 points ahead of the Mississauga Steelheads. Barrie finishes 5th with 75 points. The 6th seed belongs to the Oshawa Generals with 67 points, 2 ahead of the Ottawa 67s. The Peterborough Petes finished 8th with 64 points, and in the draft lottery from the Eastern Conference will be the Sudbury Wolves and the Niagara Ice Dogs. Looking ahead at the Eastern Conference bracket, Hamilton hosts Peterborough, North Bay versus Ottawa, Kingston will play Oshawa in the first round, and the Mississauga Steelheads host Barrie. Speaking of the draft lottery, let's take a look at a recent announcement from the OHL.
Exceptional. It's a charged word on its own, but it takes on a whole new meaning in Canadian junior hockey.
His path to the OHL is through exceptional status. And if he does go that route and he's approved by Hockey Canada.
Keep an eye on this kid, because if Craig says watch him, you need to be watching.
Misa towards goal and scores!
What a shot from Michael Misa.
To be granted exceptional status means that a player can enter the league at just 15 years old, 1 year earlier than everyone else.
Certainly the future of the game is in great hands, and that's certainly on display tonight.
Here comes Misa across, he scores! What a rush from Michael Misa! Here's Misa, passes across, scores! For Misa, it's a new tournament record with 20 points at the 2022 OHL Cup.
Michael Misa has applied for exceptional status. Connor McDavid got this, John Tavares, Aaron Ekblad, most recently Shane Wright.
From the Mississauga Senators, number 66, Michael Misa.
Yeah, it's a tremendous honor, but those are I don't really like to compare myself to those superstars because they've already had tremendous success and my work's just getting started. But I can obviously learn off them and just try and take what they have into my game as I develop as a player.
The OHL Cup is all fresh in everybody's minds, right? 20 points in 7 games, first player with a hat trick in the championship final, a record 5 points in the championship final. Didn't happen so long ago. Is it still fresh in your mind? And maybe you can put that showcase performance into words. Obviously a great team accomplishment, but there's no doubting, what you as an individual did on that stage was very impressive.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a team effort, throughout that whole showcase. Like we really, the Sens really came together as a team. And I think that's what really got the job done at the end of the day, was coming together as a team and just playing together like we always do.
The draft lottery takes place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on OHL Live and CHL TV. Now let's take a look at the OHL scoring race. Wyatt Johnston appeared in all 68 games for the Windsor Spitfires this season, and he finished with the most points at 124. Rory Cairns was second with 118 points, 5 ahead of the overage rookie and Lucas Edmonds of the Kingston Frontenacs. Luke Evangelista finished fourth with 111 points, 10 ahead of Brandon Coe. Logan Morrison of Hamilton finishes as the 6th player this year to hit the 100-point plateau. A name to keep an ear out for the Attack fans is Brendan Othman, the Flint's Firebirds captain and most recent first-round pick of the New York Rangers. Othman finishes the season with 50 goals and 47 assists. He tallied 4 goals in the last game of the season against the Sioux Greyhounds to hit 50. Former U16 teammate Shane Wright finishes 8th in league scoring with 94 points, and then a pair of North Bay teammates round out the top 10. Matvey Petrov finished 9th with 90 points, while former Attack forward Mitchell Russell finished 10th with 88 points. To the Attack's top 10 in scoring, Denny Gore finishes as the team's top scorer for the year with 63 points. 2020 first-round pick Cedric Guindon was second with 59 points. That's 5 ahead of Servac Petrovsky. He had 54 in his first OHL season. Ethan Burrows was the 4th and final member to hit the 50-point plateau this year. He had 51. Colby Barlow was 5th in team scoring with 47 points. Burrows, Guindon, and Barlow finished as the 3 members of the Attack to score 30 goals each this year. Just behind Barlow was Nick Porco, who had 45 points. 32 of those came in Owen Sound. Sam Sedley finishes 7th with 42 points, 3 ahead of Stepan Makicek. Gavin Bryant was 9th with 38 points, and guest of the show, Logan LeSage, rounds out the top 10 with 26 points.
All right, guys, we're going to start the show now with you two. I'm going to throw out a date, and I wonder if you guys know the significance of this date. Friday, March 29th, 2019.
End of the season?
Nope. William, you got a guess?
Nope. I don't know.
It was the last time the Owen Sound Attack played a playoff game. So 1,120 days will be between the first game, the last playoff game, and this game on Friday night in Flint. Are you guys excited to get the playoffs going? For Logan, your first time, and William, your second time in the postseason.
Yeah, I never got to experience playoffs my first year, unfortunately, because our season got canceled after the whole COVID spiel. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting a bit of experience here and just getting into things.
Yeah, no, it'll be my second time in the playoffs, and I'm really looking forward to the matchup we have against Flint. Since I've been here, we played them really well. I think we've won every time, and it's a whole new kind of ball game. Doesn't matter where you finish in the standings. As soon as playoff hits, it's pretty much a whole new game, and anyone can win. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, William, you just mentioned there that you had played in the playoffs. Your lone playoff appearance came as a 16-year-old playing for the Mississauga Steelheads. You guys were swept by the Sudbury Wolves in 4 games. And you played in 3 of them. What do you remember from those 3 games and that playoff style atmosphere?
Yeah, no, like I was saying, it's like every team is starting out fresh. It's a clean slate, and everyone seems to have a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder. And you come out first couple games, and you try and make an impact. You kind of try and run the other team out of the building, and yeah, and in that sense, where we played Sudbury, they had a really good goalie, and we couldn't really get by them. So it was a really good experience and a learning experience for me, and something that I'm looking to bring to the team going ahead in these games.
And Logan, you had mentioned there in your rookie season, you weren't able to participate in the postseason, but the Attack were on the verge of clinching a playoff spot before it was interrupted and eventually canceled. This will be your first playoffs. Do you think your game, and William kind of described it there, a more tough and physical playoff series, do you think your game will adapt well to that?
Yeah, like William said, I think my game will definitely suit the whole series in the playoffs. Like I play a tough, physical, in your face, hard on the forecheck, good defensively. So I think those are good attributes to have in terms of going on a playoff run. So we've worked really hard on our structure throughout these past 2 weeks, whether we were matched up against Flint or Sioux. So just being able to hone in on our rush coverage, defensive end, and our forecheck, just those little things is the difference between winning games and losing games. So yeah, for sure. I think me personally, though, I do play that more heavier style of game. So I think it will suit my game well for this upcoming series. Yeah.
We mentioned it, Friday night, game 1 in Flint against the Firebirds. Their offense has been clicking as of late, highlighted by the performance of 90-plus point man Brennan Othman. He had a 4-goal game to finish off the year. How did the Attack plan to slow down the offense and contain the Firebirds' main point getter?
Yeah, I think we're not really kind of looking at it that way. I think defensively we've been really, really well. Ricky and Corb have really been good for us, and they've been shutting the door to a lot of really good teams, including London. We had a really good game against them the other night, and Corb and Ricky have just been amazing. So I think for us, it's more just playing the way we've been playing these last 21 games and kind of bringing it right to them. They have home ice, so we're going to come into that building and just kind of play our game, and hopefully we can come out with 4 points there and bring it back home.
Now, guys, let's talk special teams a little bit for this series. The Flint Firebirds finished the season with the best PK percentage overall in the league and the best penalty kill percentage on the road. Is this something you guys have talked about internally and maybe done some video to break them down while they're on the disadvantage?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like they have a really good kill, and I'm pretty sure their kill on the road, we went over the statistics today. Their kill on the road is actually better than their kill at home. So that's pretty interesting as well. But yeah, we've been watching video and just getting prepared for different things that they would throw at us in terms of their forecheck, being face-off ready, depending on a win or loss. So we've been going over every single aspect, which could lead to having a chance at breaking down their kill. So, yeah.
So although you guys finished, although you guys finished sixth in the conference, does the team feel that they shouldn't be looked at as an underdog, or are you guys actually wanting that underdog role?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't really think we've looked at it as we're the underdogs and that kind of thing. Like I said, you come into playoffs and it's a whole new animal. Like any team can do anything. And I think Flint knows that we play them really well all year, and we're definitely a team that they probably didn't want to play in this playoff. So again, some people are going to think we're underdogs, but I think it's a pretty fair matchup, and it's just whoever comes out and plays their game and plays hard and wants to win is going to win it.
Now, guys, go ahead, Logan.
No, I said I couldn't have said it better.
Perfect, Logan.
The last time the Owen Sound Attack lost their very first game of the playoffs was in 2016, a 4-1 loss versus the London Knights. How do you guys plan on quieting the fans in Flint early Friday night?
Yeah, just like Porto said earlier, just coming into that building and just playing hard. It's a whole new game, right, in the playoffs. So just coming in, playing hard, doing all the little things right, just getting in their face. I think that you get a couple goals on the sheet and then things will start to roll. So hopefully we'll walk away with 4 points after 2 games down there and bring it back to Owen Sound.
Porto, you mentioned it quite a bit already in the show. You guys have a 3-1 season series lead against the Flint Firebirds, albeit that they were going through some health issues at the time and Luke Cavlin wasn't in net for them. How do you guys feel you match up against them?
Yeah, completely understand that those guys are missing some players, but I think at the time we were playing them, we also weren't in kind of full postseason mode, which we've been these past 21 games, for example, that we've went over. We've done pretty well. So I think a lot of us have really bonded together. You know, I was coming into the team. I was a new guy. Porks was a new guy. Not all of us were fully gelled together. And I think now that everyone kind of has their legs under them, we got the chemistry going with the lines. And again, our D and Ricky and Corb are all playing super well. I think it's kind of going to stay the same in my opinion. Doesn't really matter who they have back in that. It'll definitely make a difference for them. But I have a lot of faith in our team that we're really going to show some people up.
Okay, I have a follow-up question to that based on a part of William's response there. He said he was new to the team when all that started happening. But Logan, this one's more for you. We were chatting before the show, and Porto has me cracked up like the entire time pre-show, and he's even thrown some one-liners in there. How long did it take for him to adapt to the room as a new guy on the team?
Honestly, not too long. I don't think it was
too hours.
Yeah, a couple hours, honestly, maybe 30 minutes. He fit in pretty well right away. He's a very outspoken guy, which I love.
Keep going.
Just a great guy in general, right? So funny.
You're amazing.
Yeah, you too. So no, I love Porto. I love having him with us. I'm really glad that trade happened. But yeah, no, he fit in right away, real quick. So same with Porks. Two great guys. So I think it was perfect, and the whole team loves them. So for sure.
Very well said. Very well said.
Of course.
Guys, let's take a look at the back end for Flint. They don't appear to have that superstar like a Brant Clark or maybe a Ryan O'Rourke on the back end. A question for the both of you. How do you guys plan to expose their defense and really test their goalie and Luke Cavalin this playoff series?
We definitely want to get in front of Cavalin's eyes and can't take his eyes away. I think most goals are scored from in front of the net, called dirty goals, and we seem to be pretty good at them. So I think going into Flint, we're definitely gonna have a pretty big man there and just get shots going to the net and just have all the guys crashing. And their D just kind of work the cycle, work across seam, and just open up holes and keep them skating and put the body on them.
The well-known thing, guys, that after your 8-game losing streak, Greg Walters sat you guys down and said, okay, that's enough of that. We're going to break the rest of the season down into mini series, playoff series. It's been mentioned many times on the show by other guys. Do you think that little moment or decision that the coaching staff had, do you think that will help you guys moving forward in the playoffs? And do you think that decision really changed the momentum of the season for the Attack?
Yeah, for sure. I really like that the decision by Wally and the other coaching staff to implement that into the room in the upcoming games after our little losing stretch. So just having that mentality that every single game matters and just coming to play every single night, like every win, same as the playoff, like actual playoffs, it matters, right? So we've been practicing that, I think, since 21 games, we had 3 mini series. So yeah, I think that got us ready, got us prepared for what's to come this week and next week. So just bringing that mentality over into the actual playoffs is really going to help us. And I think it gives us a little advantage to that point of things.
Guys, it's go ahead, Will.
No, I thought you were waiting for me to say something, but you pretty much said it.
Now let's talk about, it's been an up and down year for the fans, dealing with 50% capacity at the start. One point in the season around January, no fans allowed in the building. And now we've eventually led our way back to full capacity. What message do you guys have for the fans for games 3 and 4 at the Bayshore come Monday and Wednesday?
Yeah, just keep being you. You guys are the best fans I've been a part of for sure. Sure, I'm speaking for Logan too. You guys have been amazing, and hopefully we can come back with a 2-0 series, and then you guys can bring the broomsticks out and take the series away.
I love
Logan,
that.
anything?
Nothing more to be said after that.
Absolutely.
Now, guys, two more questions, and then we'll go into the highlights from Wednesday night against the Barrie Colts. This one for you, Logan. I feel the coaches couldn't have assembled the lines any better going into playoffs. Looking at your line specifically with Makachek and rookie Gavin Bryant, what do you guys do so well to wear down the opposition on a nightly basis?
Yeah, me, Gav, and Matchy, I think we really gelled together ever since we were put on the line. I think we were put on the line at the start of the year, and then later on down this stretch over the second half, and we play a hard game. Like Matchy, he's basically the similar player as me. He's a heavy style, in your face, forecheck, heavy on the forecheck, just shutting down their top lines and creating offense off of that. So I think we played really well together, and so yeah.
Now let's actually go into Wednesday night's highlights versus the Barrie Colts.
Rims around the boards and comes to McDonald. He didn't get the puck, and then he ran over Nolan Seeds. And he'll make the pass off, and the Colts do advance up ice as Bierling got dumped. Big hit there from Ethan Ross. Chenard's going to have to make a decision. He comes out, turned over, though, to Cardwell. Cardwell holds it, coming to the net with a shot. Save made, the rebound there, and getting enough of it there was Chenard on the Sedley with a blast. Save made, puck is loose. Here's Petrosky. He scores! Joe Dwayne coming through center, and he's going to flip it in. It lands right for him. He gets a backhand shot away in the net. Bryant powering out in front, across to Petrosky, just out of his reach. Puck bouncing, comes towards Sedley. Good move, right into the slot. Dishes off, Petrosky scores! Petrosky and Bierling take the draw, and Petrosky will win it forward and then gets buried. A big hit there from Nate Allen. Give and go with Sam Sedley, and lots of room to operate now for Denny Gore. In on his off wing, dances around Akey, slips it out in front. Gaindaw scores! What a play by Denny Gore. He sets up Cedric Gaindaw, and it's 3-0 Owen Sound. Back at the point, Tiller. Puck is knocked down, calling for his Gaindaw up the middle, and he gets the breakaway. Gaindaw coming in. Gaindaw score! Turnover, Barlow, chance for 30. Barlow denied. Gaindaw hopped by him here tonight. Here's a chance for Cardwell, McDonald, and he scores. Punnett sends it to Forrester. Forrester with a wrist shot, glove save from Chenard. It stays out. And a 35-save performance from Nick Chenard pick up the 4-1 win.
No,
the Owen Sound Attack defeat the Barrie Colts in their final matchup of the season. Owen Sound takes this one by a score of 3-1. Sam Sedley, a big presence in that game with 3 assists. Now, guys, Barrie was without key guys defensively in this one, Matt Guzda and Brant Clark, but they still had their big guns up front. 2 power play goals by Servac in the second really got the guys going. What do you think was the difference maker on this night against Barrie?
I think, again, all of us played a really, really good team game. And, I think it was Ricky in the pipes that night. And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, but I think it was Ricky. And he shut the door for us really well. And him and Corb have been amazing. So I think it works from the back end out. Ricky played really well. Already played well and kind of translated over the forwards. And again, 2 big goals there from Petro, and we kind of just shut the door after that.
You were correct there, Porto. Ricky made 35 saves on 36 shots. The lone one was Declan McDonald that got by him.
Yeah.
Right off the face-off. So we saw a lot of unusual line combinations. Cedric Gaindaw got moved up on Gore and Burrows, and they scored goals 3 and 4. Other than injuries, did the coaching staff have any details or messages why they were mixing and matching lines all through the game?
Well, we had a few injuries, I think, with Porco and Matchy being sick. So we were just mixing things up and just trying to see more so the moral of the game was just to play hard, player systems, player structure, get ready for the playoffs. So it wasn't as much just trying to find line combinations. I think it was just more so just continuing to play our game and just like Porter was saying, playing our team game and getting those 2 points, grabbing those 2 points at the end of it. So
in that game, the 4th goal of the game was Cedric Gaindaw's 2nd goal of the game that broke the rookie goal record for an Owen Sound Attack player. What makes him such a special player to play alongside with? And is there one aspect of his game or his personality that the fans might not notice?
Yeah, I think, really special moment there for Seti, and he's been really good for us. He's scored big key goals, but I know a lot of the times people get caught up in like how many goals he's got, how many points he's got, but he's one of our better guys in the defensive zone as well. He's a really trustworthy guy. You put him out on the penalty kill, you put him out in kind of all situations, and he's not gonna really do anything to hurt you. So I think that's something that people really look past, like fans, because you're so into like scoring these goals and getting these points. But he's very, very good defensively as well.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better. Like Porto was saying, he scored a lot of huge goals for us this year. Brings back like our game in Guelph where I think he had all 4, including the overtime winner. So that was definitely a huge game for him and for us too. So in the room, like in terms of what the fans don't see, I think he's a really nice guy. Like I think he's one of the nicest guys I've met in terms of that aspect. He's funny too. He's got a good personality to him. So yeah, I love him. Great guy overall.
Now, guys, now that the team's going into the playoffs, Greg Walters has completed his first regular season as a head coach for the Owen Sound Attack. What has Wally done for the both of you this season to help improve your game of hockey?
I've developed a really good relationship with Wally. He's always there for us kind of after practice. Anything we need. I know there's been times we've been working on like kind of cross seam passes to a shot on a power play, and he's very vocal. Like you mess up, he'll get right on you, which I really like. And I think he's been on me a lot this year, kind of on my defensive play. And if he hadn't been on me so much, I don't think I'd be as good defensively as I am now versus the start of the season. So kind of him being on me and being vocal with me has really helped me out.
Yeah, like Porto was saying, like Wally, great guy, like probably one of my favorite coaches I've ever played with. He's like Porto was also saying, he's a vocal guy. He can be hard on you sometimes, but he's only looking out for the best of your interests, and he wants you to be better and wants you to elevate your game to the next level. So he's always looking out for your best interests and just hoping you develop into the player that he envisions you as. For me personally, like I think at the start of the year, I didn't fit the role that he was hoping that I'd fall into. And I think I could transition that later on to the year, like playing that heavier style of game. And I think it's really brought me success personally. And just like Porto was also saying, working in the D zone, just playing that overall really solid team game to look for success, especially coming down the stretch of the season into playoffs. So yeah, overall great coach though, for sure. Great guy.
Now, guys, that basically does it for the first half of the episode. Stick around. We still have the quiz and what's in the hat with Adrien. We'll throw out our trivia question where you can win 2 tickets to the first home game for the Owen Sound Attack Monday night against the Flint Firebirds. We have highlights from Saturday night's game, a special video from Joey Hishon for Colby Barlow, and a coach's interview with Mark McKelvey and Joey Hishon after Saturday night's game, and plenty more here on Attack Wrap on Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Calling all journalism students, Omni Television is once again awarding scholarships to qualified students pursuing a career in third language journalism.
When I found out that I won an Omni scholarship, I honestly wasn't expecting it. Winning an Omni scholarship helped me realize that I chose the right career path by pursuing third language journalism.
Omni is home to a variety of locally produced current affairs programs and daily national newscasts, broadcast in 6 languages. To learn more about Omni scholarships, visit omnitv.ca/scholarships.
Hi, I'm Ian Boddy, Mayor of the City of Owen Sound. To find out what's going on at your City Hall, please tune into our meetings on Rogers TV, Channel 53, Monday nights at 7 p.m. To follow along the agenda, please go to onsound.ca, click on City Hall, and then click on Council and Committees. We hope you'll join us.
Hi, I'm Adrien, and I'm a center for the Owen Sound Attack. Catch great OHL action on Rogers TV as we bring you Owen Sound Attack games live, both home and away.
Welcome back to Attack Wrap. Zach Scribner and Adrien Mousseu, joined by the future movie star, I guess you could say, and William Portokalis. And we also have Logan LeSage with us here tonight. Guys, before we go into the quiz, two more things. What was your favorite rivalry from this season?
That's a real tough one. I think, honestly, for me, I'd probably have to say London. With the exception of one game that I've been here, all the games we've had against them have been neck and neck. So I think the fact that we beat them that last game was really, really big for us. But I'd say every time we play them, it's a big rivalry that I guess kind of we want to win every time.
Yeah, I like that one. London's definitely up there, especially getting that last win. That was definitely huge for us. But I got to go with Kitchener. These last few games have definitely been pretty chippy, pretty vocal. So, yeah, like even in the past, like we've had a few fights and just definitely been a physical, chirpy game. So, yeah, Kitchener's my answer.
Now we'll throw out the trivia question. You can win a pair of tickets to Monday night's Game 3 against the Flint Firebirds. And the trivia question, when was the last time the Owen Sound Attack played the Plymouth/Flint Firebirds organization in the playoffs? If you say how many games the series lasted, Adrien Mousseu will give you an autograph here on Monday night. Now that does it for the trivia question. Let's go into the quiz.
Autograph won't be worth much. I only won a senior A championship this year, but who's counting? Guys, I know you guys don't go to school. Actually, Logan, you said you had a math class to get to, but it's time for the quiz. So every question is about you guys, and I know you guys know a lot about each other, so we'll get to it and see what grade you come out with at the end of the day. So the first question, like always, is how many did the other get in their minor midget season? So William played 63 games for the Don Mills Flyers, and Logan played 41 games, albeit he was, as a 16-year-old, was playing against 18-year-olds, U18. So how many did the other person get in their minor midget season?
81.
I told you that like last week.
Good. I told you, man, I'm gonna win.
On the nose, 81 points in 63 games.
That was my number too. Minor midge. Perfect.
How many games Sager play?
41.
41, and you were 16 playing against 18-year-olds.
Not a high number. Just letting you know.
Like I don't want to lowball you. 23.
You should have lowballed him. He only had 15. Although, and you got to know that Logan LeSage was not drafted in his U16 season, so he was his next season, however, put up over a point per game.
How are you now, Logan?
Yeah, Logan, how many playoff games has William Portokalis played in?
3.
Paying attention.
2 for 2. You're paying attention in school. That's good. William, some of the OHL awards have already been awarded out this season, but in 2019-2020 season, Logan was protected with which major award?
No, Ivan, that one. Ivan, yeah. All I'm gonna say is Ivan.
He's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
For what?
The school award. School award.
Correct. Ivan Tennant Award for top academic high school player. I believe you had a 98 average in grade 12, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Go to school.
Okay, last season was canceled for most, but not for William. What country did he put up 8 goals and 6 assists for 14 points in? 22 games. 3 for 3, Logan LeSage.
I'm hot.
That 98 average is looking good right now. All right, William. Logan was selected in the U18 priority selection. Of the 54 players that were drafted, Logan is one of how many to play in an OHL game?
Out of 54? Yeah, that's tough. Like, I'm getting the hardest questions ever. 15.
That's not bad. There's only 10 that have played in that, though.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Logan. To that, where do you rank among the 10 players in points?
Who?
What?
Among those 10 players that were drafted in your draft class in that U18 selection, where do you rank among points?
Oh, myself?
Yeah.
10?
First.
No, you're top 3, buddy. You're third
really?
in points in your draft class. Yeah, there was 4 goalies picked, and you're third in that draft class, and 4 have only played 1 game. So I think that's a big accomplishment on your part, just to make the OHL and do what you're doing right now is a big impact on the team. And the final question: do you guys both remember your last tweet on Twitter? Not your last retweet, but your last tweet.
Oh, I think I only tweeted something once, and it was me playing with a dog on the ODR.
That is correct. Yeah.
A dog on the ODR.
Yeah.
On a lake. Sorry. Yeah. That was it.
It was a great video. I was trying to find questions about you guys, do a little deep dive research, and I saw that one. I was like, that was a cool setting, and your dog was playing defense on.
I wish I could dangle guys like I did that dog.
I think mine was maybe like wishing like good luck to guys getting drafted or something.
It was
Maybe.
it was a congratulatory tweet.
Phil Tomasino probably.
That is exactly it.
Yeah.
How do you know Phil Tomasino?
We went to high school together, and like we've just kind of become like really, really good friends. So now it's like, yeah, we talk all the time. But it was weird. I played as soon as I came to school. I didn't really like know of him, and then like I knew he played on the Rebels and that he was nasty. And then we kind of played school hockey together, and then just started hanging out all the time. And yeah, now we're best buds.
That's awesome. That does it for another episode of the quiz. Logan LeSage finishes with 100%, and that's indicative of his Ivan Tennant Award. William Portokalis, I give you a solid 95.
Yep, how are you? I'll take it.
Now, guys, the second half of the season and these upcoming playoffs will be crucial for the two of you as you look to make an impression on the staff to earn an OA spot next year. Knowing there are 5 2002-born players vying for 3 spots on next year's roster, do you feel there's an inner competition, or is this something that the two of you maybe haven't thought about yet?
I don't know. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know if it's really competition. Personally, I haven't really thought about it. I just kind of go out and just play my game every day. I'm more of a team guy myself. I just want to do really well in these playoffs. And I know for our OAs this year, Mark, Chib, and Porks, it's kind of their last run at OHL championship. So for me, it's kind of just putting it all out on the line for them as much as it is for the rest of the guys on the team.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly what Porto said. Like, I haven't put too much thought into it. I'm just trying to play my game and just focus about playoffs. I think that's the only thing that really matters. And like Porto also said, it's Chibi Wolves and Porks' last run at a potential championship, potential long run in the playoffs. So I think just putting everything on the line for that, and just the rest of the team. It's the most exciting part of the year. Everyone wants to go far, so I think that's all that matters, really. Winning games.
Guys, game number 68, the final regular season game, was played Saturday night at home versus the Kitchener Rangers. Let's take a look at how that game played out now.
Over to Gore. Gore, top of the circle. Gets it to the net. It's up into the air. Bryant out in front. Burrows scores! Power play goal to break the ice tonight. It's Ethan Burrows. And on it is Harper. So the defender brings it in. Slows things down. Gets a shot to the goal, and he scores! Mutter across the line for Rakoff. Mutter. Shot off the side. And what a stop from Chenard. Left side's Portokalis, but they go back to Barlow. Wrist shot. That one trickles behind, and it's covered up by Parson. Keeps it in. Now Seed steps down. Seed into the slot. Fantino was shot. That one was denied. Portokalis. Barlow, the shot. Save from Parsons. Rebound. He stopped that as well. Gore knocks it down across the blue line with it. Denny Gore thought about dropping it. Creates some space. Throws it to the net. Off the side of the goal as Steen was there. Then he tries to bank it home. Steens it back out. On the perimeter, he drops it, but it's going to get picked off. And calling for it is Mutter. Here comes Navrin Mutter. Mutter driving to the goal. He scores! Flexing his muscles, Navrin Mutter gives the Rangers their first lead of the game. It's intercepted. Here comes Mutter. To the net goes Martin. A shot from Mutter off the post. So far up to the task as here's Portokalis on a drop for Gore. Gore throwing it to the net, kicked aside. Giant rebound comes out to Sedley at the blue line. Goes down low to Gore. Gore looking, finds Portokalis. What a save by Jackson Parsons. Sedley goes to Barlow. Hot dish across, Petrosky in front. Gore scores! Pulls up on the half wall. Into the slot, Gore. Back to Barlow, and a save made by Parsons. Now Andrew LeBlanc tried to go around Sedley. Sedley tried to pass it back. 3-on-1 chance now for the Rangers. It is Mutter. Sedley got his stick in the block. Mutter still holds. Fires it off the side of the net. Now Barlow will pick it up out of the corner. What's he got left in the tank? Sedley joins him. Sedley through the middle, trying to get it back to Barlow. Sedley for Barlow. He scores! What a season! Colby Barlow, the super rookie. Goal number 30. The final score here tonight. The Attack 3, the Rangers 2.
The Owen Sound Attack come out victorious in overtime against the Kitchener Rangers, going into the playoffs with some momentum with a overtime victory over the Kitchener Rangers. Guys, it was a game that meant relatively nothing in terms of the standings, but it ended up meaning a lot at the end of the game when Colby Barlow had taken a season-high 15 shots, scored his 30th of the year to tie Joey Hishin's 16-year-old rookie record for points in a season with 47. Colby Barlow has done a lot this year. Can you guys comment on his play this year and what you've seen from the 2021 first-round pick?
Yeah, unreal. I think Bars has been he's been awesome for us. He's honestly like just as good as he is on the ice, he is off the ice. I became really close friends with him, but yeah, he's as a 16-year-old, he's probably got one of the nastiest shots I've seen, and he's just so confident with the puck and everything he does. Like, he reminds me of a little Austin Matthews, and he's definitely got a really bright future out of him.
Yeah, like for sure. Like Bars is just, he's phenomenal. Like the stuff he's done at 16 years old is just mind blowing. And what he's set up to do later on in his future is also just phenomenal. So in the locker room, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He's super humble, doesn't have a cocky bone in his body. So yeah, like I'm so happy for him and what he's accomplished this season. I think he deserves nothing less. Sorry. Great guy.
I mentioned he tied Joey Hishin's record. Joey, with the help of the Attack, tweeted out a special video for Colby. Let's see what Joey had to say about tying his record.
Hey, Barzy. Just wanted to send you a quick congratulations on tying the underage scoring record here in Owen Sound. An incredible accomplishment for you. So well deserved, and honestly, a true honor for me to share something like this with you. Being on the bench with you and in practice with you every single day this year, it's been incredible to watch your progress and see you evolve as a player. The fans in Owen Sound should be extremely excited. This kid's got an incredibly bright future, and it's going to be exciting for all of us to watch. I just wanted to tell a quick story about Barzy and kind of what happened on the bench last night. Something that fans wouldn't have been able to hear, or not many people, other than me probably. But halfway through the third period, I heard Barzy say to his line mates, "Boys, stop forcing me the puck. We got to get prepared for playoffs. Let's just start making the right play. If it's going to happen, it'll happen." So to hear that from Barzy at his age, a 16-year-old with 29 goals at the time, to say that to his line mates speaks to his leadership, his character, and just to the person he is. So Barzy, congrats, buddy. I'm so happy for you. Like I said, it's a true honor to share this record with you.
There it is, a special video from Joey Hishin congratulating Colby Barlow on tying his 16-year-old rookie points record.
So, guys, in that message, Joey Hishin goes on and talks about a situation that happened. I know you guys couldn't hear it, but the folks at home heard the story, that a situation on the bench where his line mates were kind of forcing him the puck. And I kind of noticed that, too, during the game. And Colby sat him down mid third period and said, "Guys, stop forcing me the puck. Let's get the win. If it happens, it happens." Does that surprise you coming from Colby? Or is that just, one, did you hear it? And two, does that surprise you coming from the 16-year-old?
No, I didn't hear that. I might have been on the ice for that one. But honestly, I wasn't surprised after hearing that. It just speaks to his character and the kind of guy that he is. And he's honestly a phenomenal guy. And it was honestly really good to hear like him say something like that. Like that really speaks to his level of character, and he's a team guy overall. And he just, like you said, like he wants to win games. Like, so yeah, no, not surprised.
William, did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear it either. I wasn't on if Sager was on because we play on two different lines, but like Sager said, he's not cocky at all. He's never once been like, you know what, like, give me this puck. Like I want to get this goal. Like I need this goal. He's always like, you know what, like, here's the pass. Like let's score together. Let's go out here. Let's get this win. Like I've never once heard him kind of talk about his own success over the team success. And that's something that, again, it's speaks to his character a lot. And I think that's why he's so successful and is definitely going to become a really good leader on this team.
Speaking of team success, every team wants to go into the playoffs playing their best hockey. You guys finished off the regular season winning 3 of your last 4 games. How much momentum do you guys think will carry over from that finish Saturday night to game number 1 in Flint on Friday?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, just starting the little segment, the playoff series segment. I think it really it sparked something, and I think it really prepared us for what's to come. So yeah, that's all I got. I think it really set us up, and I think we're looking to have a lot of success moving forward.
Yeah, I think we're again with that win, it's really huge for us, and I think the coaches have gone over video with us and made sure that we have ample opportunity to study these guys and the way they play. And I think we have all the keys to success, and we just got to put it together on the ice, and I think it'll be good for us.
Now, Logan, let's talk about it. A new warm-up playlist. I hear it's one of your friends that may have helped out with that. How did all that come about, getting the Bayshore some new tunes in warm-ups?
Yeah, the boys in the locker room were kind of getting sick and tired of our previous playlist that Parrot made. So we decided to look into writing down a list of new songs. And I have a buddy I went to high school with who actually DJs clubs and bars in downtown Ottawa. So, and he also makes like some beats for a few artists actually too. So it's kind of his part-time gig outside of going to school, university. So I hit him up, and he was happy to help out and yeah, no, I think he did a really good job. I think all the boys loved it. So definitely good to have going into playoffs, a little fresh music during warm up.
Also potentially expect them maybe a new hype up video going into game number 3 on Monday night as well. But we mentioned it, Joey Hishon stood by with Mark McKelvey following that game Saturday night. Let's throw it to the interview with Mark McKelvey and Joey Hishon.
Mark McKelvey standing rinkside following the Owen Sound Attack's thrilling 3-2 overtime win over the Kitchener Rangers to conclude the regular season, joined by assistant coach and assistant GM Joey Hishon. And Joey, I got to ask you right off the hop, Colby Barlow gets the overtime winner. Might have been the loudest this building's been all season. That bodes well going into the playoffs, but with that goal, he ends up matching your 16-year-old season point record. How special was that to be a part of this time on the bench as a coach?
Yeah, it was incredible to be on the bench for that. I mean, he's such a good kid. He's obviously 16 years old and he's already a leader for us. So I've been pulling for him, hoping he could do it all year long. And to see him, I mean, score 30 goals in only 50-some games. I'm not sure the exact number, but yeah, to tie my record, I've said to guys, I hope he breaks it. And obviously, it's pretty cool to share that honor with him now. And the fans in Owen Sound should be super excited. He's going to be an incredible player to watch for the next few years.
Well, that's what I said on the broadcast. It's quite the lasting image. Obviously, the playoffs still have to come, but the future is very bright. And in this game, Colby had 15 shots on net. Do you ever remember a player, even yourself, you ever had 15 shots on goal in a game?
Never. That was actually the first thing I looked at when I got into the room was how many shots did he have tonight, and it was 15. I couldn't believe it. I can remember when I was like 13 years old, I went to watch my cousin. He played for the Sioux Greyhounds with Jeff Carter, and Jeff Carter had 17, but Jeff Carter was 18 years old at the time. So it's incredible, and like, who knows what this kid's going to do when he's 18 years old. It's very exciting.
Looking back at the game against Kitchener and also earlier in the week against the Barrie Colts, what was the mindset for the team? Almost everything had been determined when it came to seeding. What were you guys trying to work on? And of course, you didn't have a full lineup, so was there a little bit of kind of being cautious with players, trying to avoid making sure everyone's healthy heading to the playoffs?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. We definitely concerned in the back of your mind, but I think you just want to go out and play hard and hope that everything works out for you. And luckily, we were able to get through those last few games healthy, and hopefully we can get a few other guys back for next Friday. But just wanted to build good habits. I thought our special teams have been pretty good the last few games, and we've switched a few things up heading into the playoffs. So I'm looking to continue to build on those next week and be ready to go Friday.
It's funny you bring up the special teams because people can look at the standings and the statistics and see where the team ranks. But in these last couple of games in the regular season, the power play was clicking and the penalty kill came up huge. Do you think that's something that the momentum will carry over to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps. We talked before the game and I said we want to carry momentum of success on our special teams into the playoffs, and it starts here tonight, and I thought the guys did a really good job of that. Obviously, like you said, a huge kill at the end of the game. Jordan Hill does an unbelievable job with the kill, and I thought the power play's been a lot better lately too. So we're excited. I think this is going to be this is a special group of kids. Obviously, we're really young, but they all get along so well, and I think it's so important to have those good relationships amongst themselves, and it should be fun next weekend.
All right, so let's look ahead to next weekend. You guys take on the Flint Firebirds. Your meetings with them in the regular season feel like forever ago. They were back in December. Likely don't mean a whole lot now, but looking at this series and how you guys match up, what are you expecting against the Firebirds?
Yeah, they're a high-flying offense. I think if we can play in their zone, we have a pretty good chance, but they do a good job of breaking pucks out and have a lot of skilled forwards. So hopefully we're able to keep the puck in the O-zone, and if we do that, we should be able to grind down their D, and I like our chances.
All right, well, best of luck, Joey. It's been a while since we've had playoff hockey in the OHL, so we're all looking forward to it. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, the Attack of the Firebirds kick off playoff action this weekend.
A big thanks to Joey Hishon and Mark McKelvey standing by rinkside following the win Saturday night. And Adrien and I, it's our first year doing so, but Mark Perry tells us there's some history here in Attack Wrap tonight. A new wardrobe change for William Portokalis and Logan LeSage just in the final 5 minutes. But these guys are fired up for Friday night, and we'll go into what's in the hat now with Adrien.
Well, I know one thing. We're standing here with the two best dressed men in Owen Sound, and it's time for what's in the hat. Okay, guys, you guys know what's up. We'll start with Logan, and then William, you'll get the second response, all right?
All right.
If you couldn't be a hockey player, what would you be?
Oh, golf player.
I'd like to say a golf player, but like I'm not too good at it. So probably lacrosse player for me.
Very cool. Next question. Best nickname on the team?
Probably Grigori.
Yep, that's it.
And who is that in reference to?
Bars.
Barla.
All righty. Next question. Best and worst chirper on the team?
Oh, best? Probably Thomas Chafe. Worst? Jordan Teos.
Worst, probably Julian Fantino. Best, probably Nicholas Porco.
Wow, I'm surprised I didn't get a William Portokalis out of that one.
I can't say my own self, so I'm going with Porks.
Favorite subject in school?
Gym.
Lunch.
Other than I have a rule. Other than phys ed.
Probably business. Something business. I'm a business.
That's a tough one. Yeah, probably business. Dress for the occasion, so probably business.
You guys are selling me something, that's for sure. Favorite goalie to play against?
Probably the ones I score on.
Xavier Medina. Probably.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Logan has only one. So
his number.
Ooh, that's yeah. Wow, I'm drawing a blank here, fellas. When did I score a lot of goals this year?
You went on a 4-game heater just a little while ago.
Yeah, who'd we play? Sarnia? Yeah, Sarnia.
And Gaudreau.
Gaudreau.
All right, 2 questions left. Your favorite arena food?
Favorite arena food?
Any arena. Doesn't have to be the Lum.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Bayshore popcorn, eh? Okay, and last question. Who will win the series between the Flint Firebirds and the Owen Sound Attack?
That's a tough one.
I'd probably say the Owen Sound Attack.
Yeah, that's my answer.
If I had to choose.
I think I got to go with that one.
Yeah, probably the Attack, I'd say. Yeah.
That does it for another episode or another edition of What's in the Hat.
Guys, we only have 1 minute left. It's the final episode of Attack Wrap with Owen Sound Attack players on the show for this season. Anything you guys have left to say for the fans, whether it's support throughout the regular season or now going into playoffs? Any last words you have for the fans for this season?
Yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in last episode. Everyone is super thankful and for all your support throughout the whole season, whole 68 games, home or away. So from the team, thank you.
Keep the Bayshore bumping. We'll be back.
We will be back.
William Portokalis looks forward to playing in front of a loud arena for playoffs. So, guys, it was a lot of fun. 2 best dressed here on Attack Wrap tonight, yourself and William Portokalis, guys. It was a lot of fun, and obviously the best of luck against Flint here going forward.
Thank you
for having us.
William Portokalis and Logan LeSage look forward to playing the Flint Firebirds Friday night for Game 1. On behalf of Adrien and I, thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to having a special guest on the next episode of Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
We can be hurt. We can be bruised. We can be broken.